And I don't know if you're into rankings, all-time rankings, 21st century rankings, anything like that. Stuart Mandel of The Athletic, they have been just churning these things out in the last couple of weeks, and they've got one for the 21st century, and they've got coaches for the 21st century. Where would you guess that Clemson would be ranked? Now, obviously, if your response is going to be like me when people ask me, who do you think is going to win the Heisman Trophy? I say, well, you're asking me to predict what somebody else is going to vote. Like you're not asking me who's going to win a game. You're asking me somebody else is going to vote. So I'm doing the same thing here. But what would be your gauge on Clemson in the 2000s?
In the 2000s? Where do I think they'd be ranked at?
Yes. For the entire 2000s.
Let's see, that's 25 years, and they probably around 15 is probably where I think he'd put them.
Number 6.
Look at there. Surprise, surprise. Because Clemson was kind of mediocre from about 2000 to 2014, which, they did have a 11-win season in there. The tide started to turn about 2011, to be honest. So Dabo's second full year on the job.
Yeah, so that's and they've got the 7th best winning percentage in the century. They've been to 10 BCS bowls or New Year's Six bowls, 9 conference championships, 23 10-win seasons. According to this, that doesn't make sense. They don't have 23. Why does it say? Oh, top 10 wins. I'm sorry, top 10 wins. They get 23. That's the 8th most in college football. They've got the 11th most top 25 wins, is how that shakes out. Now, I think they also had, I may be all over the place trying to follow. There, we got it right there. Here are the coaches' rankings. And this is Chris Vanini of The Athletic. Dabo's at 5 this century.
Yeah, that's a little low for me. He's got 2 national titles. I'd probably have him 3 or 4. But those are all really good coaches they have ranked ahead of him. I have no problem with Saban being number 1. I don't know that I'd have Meyer ranked second, I don't know, based off some of the off-field stuff, but he's got multiple national titles. Pete Carroll has won it all. Georgia's won a couple under Kirby there. And, Kirby's won them more recently than Dabo has. So I would definitely have him above Dabo at this point. But
really?
Yeah, right now.
Well, this is since 2000. It's not right now.
We're just going since 2000. I think Dabo's probably got a better track record than Kirby all time.
I think he should be ranked ahead of Kirby.
Yeah,
I think he should be ranked ahead of Kirby basically because he's done what Kirby's done, but he didn't take over Mark Richt's Georgia program. He didn't take over a top 10 program.
He had to reinvent that Clemson program because it was kind of, let's just say, stuck in the mud. They weren't terrible under Tommy Bowden. They were decent. They had some good years. They never great, just couldn't get over that hump. Dabo kind of had a vision that he wanted to instill there at Clemson, and that's a big part of what got him the job is selling the administration on that vision. And, it didn't take him long. Again, I think 2011, they had the 6-7 season there in 2010. Then in 2011, he had them in the Orange Bowl. They got whipped that year in the Orange Bowl. But he had them in the Orange Bowl. It didn't take him long. They played in a lot of BCS or New Year's Six games is what they call them now. Again, he's played in, 4 national championship games, won 2 of them. I mean, that's a lot of success. Yeah, that's more success than Kirby's had to this point. So if we're going back to the 2000s, I'd probably have Dabo ahead of